Stafford on first down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. Incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
After the sack on first down, Stafford, they'll set up the screen here to Akers. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Got an easy spot here, and they'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They snap it to Stafford. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson, 74 yards. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. To the goal line. line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Chris Watkins
from 13 yards out.
And the Eagles have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th. Hurts will throw.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
On 1st down at Stafford.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
But such a costly interception, nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30. 10. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Atwell now from his end zone.
Well, now how about this return?
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Stafford. Open is Powell. That's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle. They'll stop him a few yards shy at the 46. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The Rams yet again will come up and go for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this. No.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles. And now here's another interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And that gives you now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. And it's incomplete. So now only 7 seconds remain. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice.